From the office of Chris Eubank Jr., I've been dealing with a lot of health issues over the last year, and yet it finally caught up with me. You don't say. You don't say. We have all seen the goofy stuff that you were doing to make weight for the bin fight twice. All the extremes, all of the drainage, all of the damn near dying just to get down to fight at a weight that you should not be fighting at. All for the money. Listen, all of that money that you made is now going towards your hospital bills. Your ego got to you. And this is going to start catching up with a lot of fighters. Like, we're going to see a lot of fighters start losing belts and losing titles because of all this weight bullying. I told y'all about the weight bullying about a year and a half ago when I brought up the Devin Haney rehydration with Regis Prograis. How heavy these fighters come back in, how heavy Canelo came in against Berlanga, how heavy Berlanga came in against Canelo. I told y'all that this is corrupted. The weigh-in system is corrupted. Once they figured out that, hey, we can make extra money at the weigh-in if we make the weigh-in a separate event. Money ruined the integrity of boxing, because what that does is give people a day to go home or go back to their rooms, rehydrate, eat, fuel back up. And the next thing you know, they're 2 or 3 weight classes up from where they were. So we could be aiming to watch a welterweight 147 fight. And then Saturday, when the fight actually happens, they're both middleweight or even super middleweight, some of these guys. The weight bullying needs to stop. And to go through all this, like Chris Eubank did, sitting in crazy looking sauna suits and turning himself pretty much into a shriveled up prune, and then going out there and trying to fight the next day. Listen, I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't wish destruction on anybody, but you earned this. You got to eat that plate that you made. And that plate is costing you your health. The one thing that you cannot buy back. All because you wanted to drain down and keep up a legacy fight with a fighter who you had no business fighting. And then after all of that, you took the L. So this is L after L. This weight bullying, this weight draining, this stuff is serious, man. And it's costing fighters their health. It's costing fighters their titles. And it's actually putting the smaller fighter in bigger danger. Let's say there's a 147 welterweight fight, and both these guys go to the weigh-in, because nobody's really paying attention to the activity level of fighters at weigh-ins, right? They're both dry. They're both dehydrated. They're both hungry. They're both depleted. They're not moving too much on that stage. They're actually in almost a form of a bodybuilder, because what bodybuilders do is they deplete to get on stage, because they're only on stage for that 2-minute time period, because that's all that they could actually stand on stage and move around at, is that 2-minute posing routine. They don't even get 2 minutes. Let me take that back. But they're only up there for a short amount of time. You all get the illustration, because they're hungry, they're famished, they're depleted, they're grouchy, and some of them have even died on stage. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to a boxer, but we all have seen how skeletorish Devin Haney looked when he was fighting at 135. We've seen how sunk in Bud Crawford's face looked when he fought 35-40. And then how full the fighters looked the next day. That's some bodybuilding stuff. That stuff belongs in bodybuilding and not in boxing. You should fight at what you weigh. You should fight at what you weigh. The integrity's gone. Why would I want to fight somebody smaller so I can get the title? Like, I'm not fighting somebody my same size. I'm not fighting somebody my same weight. Pick on somebody your own size. We need to stop and cease this day before money grab that they're getting for weigh-ins. And we need to get back to the integrity of boxing where they weighed in that night and went straight to the fight. The Tyson days, the Hearns Hagler days, the Sugar Ray Leonard days. In those days, you fought at what you weighed. Today's fighters, except for heavyweights, they don't too much matter when it comes to this because heavyweights don't have a top out. So they can just come in and weigh whatever. But these fighters at smaller weight classes need to get back to the integrity of fighting at what you weigh. Quit pretending. Quit trying to weigh 2 weight classes smaller and then hydrate 2 weight classes up and try to guarantee yourself the win. That's cowardice to me. That's straight cowardice. Fight at what you weigh. Eubank is paying the price right now. Eubank Jr. is paying the price right now because he did it twice. Twice. And to the craziest extreme. That fight should have been pulled. But let me know what you all think about this. Like, comment, share, subscribe. What do you all think about the day before weigh-in process? Should it stay or should it go?